If there's one team that West Ham United love to beat, it's Tottenham Hotspur. And the two teams met at a rain-soaked Upton Park in 2001 at the quarter-final stage, making it the tie of the round. Both teams had fallen at the third round in the previous year, so we're enjoying a better season this time around with visions of reaching the final. Having won at Old Trafford already in the fourth round, the Hammers thought their name was on the cup. But with the year ending in a 1, Spurs thought destiny was on their side. Something had to give.
Good afternoon, a warm welcome wherever you're watching our coverage today. We're in Upton Park in East London for the FA Cup six-round tie between West Ham United and Tottenham Hotspur. Well, West Ham were given a massive boost with news that 39-year-old central defender Stuart Pearce has passed a fitness test on a damaged ankle and plays today. Elsewhere, Igor Stimac, Frederick Kanuti and Nigel Winterburn return after getting over minor knocks. West Ham then play with 3 central defenders, and Stuart Pearce's inclusion is a real treat for West Ham United's defensive strengths. Spurs welcome back 3 key players for this FA Cup quarter-final. Stefan Everson, Sahil Rebrov and Chris Perry are all back after injury. Everson is the only surprise inclusion. Rebrov and Ferdinand are given the responsibility of finding an away goal for Spurs today. It'll be West Ham United to get this FA Cup six-round tie underway. West Ham United appearing in round 6 for the first time since 1998, when they lost to Arsenal after a replay and a penalty shootout. Doherty fights it forward here for Spurs. And Stuart Pearce involved right at the start, arguing with the referee Andy Durso, giving away that free kick. He clattered into Stefan Freund, and it's Stephen Clements, whose father Ray played in 5 FA Cup finals, including a couple for Spurs. Stefan Everson, number 10, prominently forward. Can Tottenham get an early advantage here? Now aimed in towards Sol Campbell, back into the danger zone. Eventually cleared by that overworked West Ham United defence. West Ham United have only been to 1 FA Cup semi-final in the last 21 years, when they lost to Nottingham Forest. It's not a great record. They have an outstanding chance here. Ferdinand. Good save by Sheka Hislop. Ferdinand appears to have picked up a knock as well. Ferdinand is returning today after recovering from a hamstring injury. I wonder if it's a recurrence of that injury he's picked up here. Christian Daly certainly made contact. Rebrov with the corner. Clements, Di Canio.
Stand up!
Di Canio, that's a great ball. Lampard. Good move by West Ham. And that's why Paolo Di Canio is such a talented and outstanding player. Almost had half an hour. Stefan Freund to take the throw. Ferdinand is posted on the penalty spot. Stuart Pearce takes over, and he almost nodded the ball into the path of Rebrov then. Imagine the last thing Stuart Pearce wanted when he has this ankle injury is for the rain to pelt down and make the playing surface a little bit slippier. Campbell forward, Everson forward, Ferdinand in there as well. Rebroff! That goal had been coming for the last 10 minutes. It's Rebroff who scores for Tottenham after half an hour of the match. And I wonder now if this is the goal which sends Tottenham towards an FA Cup semi-final with their neighbours Arsenal.
First goal for Spurs, scored by number 11, Sergei Rebroff.
This is a good ball in towards Canute. And again, Doherty was monitoring that run. Gary Doherty, the Republic of Ireland international. Schimmel. Schimmel again, oh that's good covering by Luke Young to get the ball out. Schimmel with the throw. Canute. Corner. That's more like it. West Ham fans like that. Maybe a chance to bring the likes of Igor Stimac forward. Christian Daly too will move into a prominent position here. Stuart Pearce will wallop this ball into a rain-sodden penalty area. He's knocked it in short. Pearce again to the back post, taken by Son. Daly. Schlecht in releasing the ball, and it's through to Campbell. I think Harry Redknapp will have to think about one or two changes here, especially at the half-time break. To be honest, he's put out a full-strength side today, with the exception of Lomas and Sinclair. Long-term injury casualties for West Ham United. This is probably his strongest available 11. Only reeled out with Stuart Pearce. Here's Joe Cole. Canute, oh that's going to be a free kick. Now had the referee allowed the advantage then, West Ham would have scored almost certainly an equalising goal. Andy D'Urso very quick to blow the whistle, didn't allow for any advantage. But watch what happens once the ball has been released. I think it was Carrick who was clean through. Carrick none too happy with that decision. Can Stuart Pearce find a way through here? That Tottenham defence has been absolutely rock solid so far. Three and a half minutes to half-time. Pearce, 1-1. An absolute bullet. The man who 24 hours ago wasn't deemed fit enough to play in this FA Cup six-round tie. And his thumping free kick brings West Ham back after a very poor first half. Goal number 3 of the season for Stuart Pearce. As the PA announcer has suggested, the oldest player on the field has now made it 1-1. And we really do have a cup tie now. Come on, boys! To be honest, West Ham was sinking fast until that Stuart Pearce goal. They've had a wretched first half. Winterburn. Rolled into Canute, he has help behind him. Di Canio. Corner. Carrick's explosive shot took a wild deflection then. Remains West Ham 1, Tottenham 1 in this FA Cup quarter-final. The winners go on to play Arsenal in the semis. Stuart Pearce with a corner. Away by Sol Campbell, but there was some pushing going on before Campbell got his head to the ball. West Ham's record here at Upton Park isn't particularly good recently. They've only won once here in their last 6 home games. That will give George Graham plenty of heart. Pearce penalised. And it's Tottenham's turn to try gain an advantage. Doherty forward. Doherty says keep it up in the air. They've done just that. Oh, Campbell with a shot, and superbly saved by Sheka Hislop. What a good try that was by Sol Campbell. Clemens just knocked the ball in there. Doherty helped it down, and Campbell's shot took a deflection off Daly of all people. Very good save by Sheka Hislop. Christian Daly, who won the Scottish Cup with Dundee United in '94, but I imagine this is a much bigger deal for him, with the greatest of respect to the FA Cup competition in Scotland. Clements with a free kick, almost a free header at the back post there. Sheka Hislop was fouled. Rebrov got the final touch, and then Ferdinand just pushed the goalkeeper, Stuart Pearce, in conversation with the referee, Andy D'Urso. Clemens flicks it on. Daly, he's made a mistake there, and he's cross with himself. Christian Daly, one of the most likeable footballers in the game. He's really turned away from all the trappings and trimmings of being a professional footballer. Tries to avoid the spotlight. Couldn't avoid the spotlight there, though. And Tottenham press. Campbell, held by goalkeeper Sheka Hislop. Ferdinand offside, but the referee's allowed the advantage. Here's Pearce. Actually, the second half has started very much in the same vein as the first, with Spurs just beginning to dominate midfield. And although Canute had that really good opportunity at the start of the second half, courtesy of an error by Clements, it's been Tottenham since then. And here they have another opening, they have another goal. Rebrov makes it 2-1. And just as we were talking about Tottenham's domination of this game, Rebrov steals in for his second of the match. And Tottenham, for the second time in this game, have the lead. Absolutely level with the last defender. The goal comes just short of the hour mark. And once again, Rebrov with a superb piece of finishing, linking it well there with Ferdinand. First was that wonderful volley, the second a very tidy finish indeed from Rebrov. 2-1 Tottenham lead. Freund. We talked about Tottenham beginning to dominate the match. Well, West Ham have to do it all over again. Les Ferdinand. There's an opening here for Joe Cole for West Ham United. Schemmel arriving to his right. Daly. Headed clear by Sol Campbell. Stimats. Daly. Cole. Di Canio. Canute. Chris Perry with that vital piece of defending for Tottenham Hotspur. This is a crucial period of the match now for Spurs as they try to protect this one-goal advantage. The conditions are deteriorating by the minute. Stuart Pearce is going to bend another ball into that penalty area. Away by Sol Campbell. And then Sullivan has to help the ball over the crossbar. Sullivan's actually complaining to Campbell that he should have allowed Sullivan to come and claim that ball, and I guess Sullivan must have made a shout to that effect. Here comes Pearce again. Virtually a full house at Upton Park. The majority of fans urging West Ham forward now. Carrick. Good save by Sullivan. How that ball went through such a crowded penalty area, goodness only knows. It came off a West Ham player, Daly, and almost crept in. Another corner then to West Ham United. West Ham trail 2-1. And this one's taken by Neil Sullivan, and the danger's over for the time being at least. Doherty. West Ham have just lost their way again, as they did in the first half. West Ham have only won once in the Premiership this year. That was at Bradford last month. This is such an important game for them. And Rebrov is on his hat-trick, remember now. Campbell's forward here for Spurs. And it's a free header and another goal. Doherty's bullet header was never really defended effectively. Sullivan and his teammates celebrate. And surely now Tottenham are heading towards that semi-final clash with their old rivals Arsenal. Doherty's header just flew off the sodden surface here. Cole seemed to get out the way of the header, but his goalkeeper couldn't get there. Les Ferdinand claiming he was fouled by Stuart Pearce. Referee waves play on. Here's Cole. Might come through to Todorov. He's pulled one back. The substitute has pulled a goal back. Well, Todorov
Second goal for West Ham.
managed to stay on side here.
37, Svetislav Todorov.
What an important goal that could prove to be. Rather lucky bounce, but very, very good finish indeed. Pearce. We've nearly played 4 minutes of stoppage time. There it is! Tottenham are on their way to the semi-finals. And in the year that ends with a 1, Tottenham believe it's their lucky year.
The draw for the semi-final had been made during the game, and the fact the winners knew they were to play Arsenal would no doubt have inspired Tottenham. Despite this victory, George Graham was sacked the following week.